leaders are born. Embrace the tempo. Let your dreams take storm. Rise up, leaders. Let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential. Seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom. Let your light shine, shine. Skillweed Academy. It's your time. Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Welcome everybody. Thank you all for joining. Thank you everybody. Where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Welcome everybody. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for taking the time to hang out on a Friday. We'll make it as quick as possible so that we can answer some of your questions and let's just have fun. Let's give everybody else another 2 minutes and we'll get started. Thank you all. Let's see what part of the world we are joining in from. Let's see. All right. What part of the world are we joining from? Thank you all for joining. Thank you all. Wiley, Texas in the house. Maryland. Ajayi Oluchi, thank you all. Thank you for joining. Awesome. Awesome. Excellent. UK in the house. Hi, Folashade. Folashewa. How are you? Awesome. I'll be in a conference in the UK next week myself. I'll be in central London. Let's go. It's one of the largest educational tech conferences in the world. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you, everybody. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skillweed Academy, it's your time. Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skillweed Academy, break down the walls. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skillweed Academy, it's your time. Hey, Oluchi. What's the name of the conference? It's Best Conference. It's an educational tech conference. I sent the link to you. Pretty cool. A lot of exciting topics typically. Yeah. I go there every year for probably the last 4 years. So I attend the conference every year. Just amazing conference. You get to learn a lot and meet with other folks that are professionals in the field. You know, funny thing, you see all the biggest players there. Some of our best partnership in our community was as a result of the conference. And I'll challenge everybody, one of the best ways to meet people, if you have a business or you're starting up anything, go to industry conferences relevant to your space. And it's the smartest way to kind of jumpstart your career. The reason is simple. One, you get to know what others are doing, what customers need. An important piece of it also is build relationship. And for most of the conferences, you realize the founders are always there because everybody's trying to network. So unlike you trying to reach out to, and I'm talking of the biggest guys in the world, you'll be surprised that you want a relationship with Cisco, with Fortinet. I've met some of the biggest players. The relationship was forged from conferences. And because you meet the key stakeholders there and there. So it's just awesome, man. You don't have to wait for marketing, sales, or any bottleneck. You're just meeting the key guys. So either you have a deal or you don't have a deal. Simple, no big deal. All right, let's jump into today's talking touch point. A lot of us reached out to me, and I thought it's more effective to just have a quick community touch point to answer any questions. So please feel free, ask all your questions. I'll go through some of the things again, some of the frequently asked questions. Some of you already have seen us go through this, but for the interest of people that have reached out to me, rather than talking to one on one for a lot of people, we can all just brainstorm together here. But let's quickly jump into this real quick, and we'll be out of here in the next 20 minutes. We try to keep it very short. All right. Some common questions, I'll just jump into it. It's a 6 weeks program. That's the answer. It's on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Saturday and Sundays will be 2 to 5 p.m. Wednesdays, 8 to 9:30 p.m. It's all US Central Time. The class schedule looks like this. One thing to take note of is the second week, we would have a break. The break I would give us tasks to do, but there'll be a break. And beside that, every other part of the week is pretty much booked. So, and you can tell the break is there because I'll be in transition at that time, traveling back from London to the US at that point. So we just moved things around a little bit because of that. All right. What would we be covering? That's a big one. The common question is a lot of us ask and say, okay, wait a minute. I'm not an IT guy. I have no idea about IT. And I say this to you, relax, chill. In the past, we can get away with that statement. Not anymore. Reason is simple. The ecosystem has forced you and I to be part of IT. If I come to your house, the first thing is, can I have access to your network? You tell me yes or no. If you don't trust me, you're not going to give me access to your network, right? So it's very critical to ensure the trust level, the roles, before you grant access to anyone to your network, right? The same thing applies to organization. That's the exciting part of it. Another thing that's popular is, believe it or not, something as simple as asset management, meaning how do we manage assets? You know, in your home, you have your laptop, desktop, wearable devices, your TVs, your ring, everything connected to your network. If any of them is compromised, then potentially that can be a risk to you, right? The same thing applies to organization anywhere in the world. It's a big deal for us there. So we're going to get into asset management, vulnerability management, identity access management, threat intelligence, incident response. Every one of these will touch from an assessment point of view. So you'll be able to speak intelligent to it. One of the exciting things for us is, for us as a community, is always when our folks get an offer and they tell me it feels just like what we were doing in class. It's priceless because, and I'll tell you this statistics, to me, is a statistic of pride. 99% of my folks don't even call me again after maybe 1 week or 2 weeks. They are good. I love it because I'm just really, I'm useless to them at that point. And I love it because it shows we've done something good for our folks not to need us again, really, because most of the time they get it, they know what to do, they're on top of their game. Occasionally, if they have questions, we brainstorm together, which is great. Somebody said, do we have on the job support? We have a group called the War Room, and what we do there is to support each other. Of course, like anything, let's be honest, nobody's going to do your job for you. There's a reason it's called support. So we expect you to execute. If you have questions, areas of clarity, then they would help you and support you, give you templates, give you ideas. But ultimately, you're the one taking 100 grand plus. You're the one that have to do your job. Nobody's doing your job for you. If not, they'll take your salary too, right? So, but the support is there for us as a community. We're going to talk about different frameworks in the industry also. These are the popular ones out there that we feel confident that your knowledge of this will give you leverage and opportunities immediately. How do you build policies and procedures also? How do you conduct risk assessment? We'll get into that too. We're going to touch business impact analysis, third party risk, privacy, impact assessment, data protection, impact assessment, data governance assessment. So it's a lot of regulations we'll touch also. GDPR for European member states, PIPEDA for our Canadian brothers, CCPA for California residents. Prayers and thoughts to Los Angeles folks with the fire right there now. PCI DSS, a big one out there too for payment card industry. HIPAA for healthcare. We'll cover all of that too. We'll get into emerging trends out there. CMMC 2.0 for government contractor with the Department of Defense in the US. I trust consolidation of so many frameworks out there that people use in the healthcare space and other industry adopting it too. SOC 2 Type 2 for reporting to for third party vendors so that they can show independence of review of their controls. Imagine trends and technology like AI assessment so you can do an assessment for a large language model too. Secure software development life cycle, critical infrastructure security. So this is a big one for those of us that are you know in different organizations. You realize you have manufacturing, you have grid system you have nuclear reactor, waste management, transportation. All of those are critical infrastructure. So we need to have a mechanism to protect them. We call them OT, operation technology. Then the other thing is risk rhino. This is for folks that are, we want to learn a GRC tool. So this is a good tool out there. It's similar to Archer. Archer is like the Ferrari of the industry. Everybody else is typically under them. But the honest truth is that they are very similar in nature. So if you can use one, you can easily understand any other GRC tool out there. Is there any support for your career? Absolutely, yes. We have a segment called the Lions Den. Some of you have heard of it before. And for those of you that have not seen it before, I can quickly show you what that looks like. Let me quickly share my screen for a second. And you all will see what we do at the Lions Den. It's pretty cool, really. If you have an interview coming up, you ping us and say, give us some time, I think 48 hours or so. And we just, get you ready. This is our YouTube page, the Lions Den. So it's what it is really. It's a den. We would interview you. And I'll tell you one statistics: 80% of our folks that come to the Lions Den within 2 months always get a job. So we are thankful for that. So it's a good way to support our community. And even right now, a lot of people join our program through the Lions Den, which is, we are thankful to God for that, really. It's amazing. So, okay, let's keep going forward. All right. So let's go back here. Stop screen sharing. All right. So, we help with mock interviews, resume prep. As a matter of fact, mostly by your second week, we will do our first draft of resume, believe it or not. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to start applying, but we don't wait till end of class to do resume by design, because I want to make sure you are used to resume building before we throw you out there. All right. Just for our sanity's sake. And it gives you more confidence. You take a topic, you build a resume on it. So by the time you've done like 6 topics, then we build a resume. So you start seeing it take shape. As we add more topic, we keep enhancing the resume. And we are very big in AI in our shop too, because that's the new normal. If you're not using AI, sorry to say this, you are going to be irrelevant so quick. Others will be eating your lunch that are not half as smart as you, because they've created efficiency into their own process. So make sure you do that too. What are the benefits of joining the class? We are very community build. We are very hands-on focus. We focus on um, mentorship at the end of the day, and you have access to ton of materials in our community also. What's the cost of the course? It's $899. There's payment plan option. You can use a coupon, and the payment plan option is every 30-day cycle. And you can use this coupon code for anyone paying 10% automatically. We are paying one time. If you're doing a payment plan, then you get 5% off using this coupon code. Do we get refund on our program? We are confident our program gives you exceptional value, so we don't do refund in our program. Are there testimonials from previous students? Yes. And one thing we are excited about is we are transparent in our community. We are not here to tell you, oh, you do one thing, automatically you get a job. That's nonsense. If you are not putting the work, it's not going to work for you. Let's be honest. Simple. We are not going to sugarcoat it. But if you put the work in good faith, hold us accountable to make sure we teach you relevant things. We hold you accountable to make sure you do the work. I can track it easily. We go to the back end. I can see how many percent you've done, all the assignment you've done. It's easy. We track it. So I can know if you are 20%, if you are 80%, I can track it. So it's easy. But if we put the work together in good faith, we stand a chance. That I'm confident. If we don't put the work, we don't do excuses here. Zero excuses, just execute. If you are focused on execution, you'll be fine. Do I need IT background to jump on this? No, it's not required. However, we need you to be hungry, meaning put work, go through the materials we provide to you to get you very comfortable at the end of the day. Will this course help in getting a job? It's designed for job, really. And some of the roles you can get: GRC analyst, third party risk analyst, IT risk analyst, policy risk analyst, privacy analyst. These are the titles we've seen, and there's way more. In our community, you would have seen us share some of those job titles. The way we do it in our community is simple. If you look at a job title, if you look at a job title, don't be distracted. Look at the responsibility. If the responsibility aligns with 50% of what we've covered, apply. That's all. Simply apply. Contact us info at Skillweed. Our WhatsApp number 469 554 9739. Let me just put that there: 469 554 9739. So just ping on WhatsApp. WhatsApp number. Yep, number. Okay. Then there are tons of resources we share with our community. Always go to skillweed.com/resources. Tons of materials we have there. Leverage it big time. Let me show you what that looks like. For those of us that are asking for, oh, what materials do we give? Believe it or not, you have tons of materials to deal with. If you have, and you might say, well, I can go get material myself. Yes, you can go dig stuff yourself, but the truth is that you don't have to stress it when you can have it already in a platter of gold for you. Get a lot of ebooks that has been consolidated, relevant things that matters to you is all we focus on here. Tons of materials there. Take advantage of them. Free download and just leverage it big time, folks. Don't waste your time. A lot of great stuff there for you to take advantage of at the end of the day. All right. So another one quickly is interview preparation. We talked about that already. What the team is saying, we talk about it. We have a YouTube page, yes, about 60,000 of us. And we have a LinkedIn page also. Follow us on LinkedIn. I'll send the LinkedIn page also for you to just follow us there. It's amazing. It's a lot of great opportunities there for us to connect for sure. So let's take advantage of it for sure. And I'm sending it to the group right now. I would also send for the LinkedIn. You all can have access to the LinkedIn also. We have a couple of groups I'm just sending to you all. Let me just send this also. So feel free to grab the links there. I just send them to the YouTube page chat. We also have, for those of us interested in legacy projects, we also at Skillweed, we have investment group focus on land investment in the US, North America, Texas mostly. Amazing opportunity there. We see a great opportunity. There's a lot of investments in semiconductor, huge, massive lake in Texas. So it's airport coming to a city called McKinney also. So everything is just crazy, exploding. So we're also very involved in those investments. Some of you might be at that point in your life professionally to build legacy for family. You can reach out to give you more information and join a group for that too. All right. For some of us, we believe so much in developing our mind. So we have a reading club, ROM. So feel free to join that link also. So let me open it up for questions and answers. Let's take some of your questions. All right. Somebody said, do we support on the job? Yeah, I think I gave the answer already. Let's see if you have any general questions. I know I addressed most of the common questions a lot of people typically ask. So we have a database of all the questions people have asked. So that's where you see those from. So I'm not surprised you don't have a lot of questions, but if you do, please feel free to type the questions and I'll be happy to address them. Another thing I've seen people ask me, let me just say it up front, is please, 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 we don't do interview for people. We believe so much in our team that you have the skill. It's almost disrespectful to you for me to tell someone to do interview for you. It makes no sense because I know you're competent, you're capable. So it's like, why am I making you shrink? I'm not going to make you shrink for anyone, right? You're competent, you're capable. So we don't do stuff like that here. Uh, we don't. Uh, we don't do exam for people. It's a disgrace to even ask such a question. Don't ask stuff like that. It's you're disgracing yourself if you do that. Really, you're disrespecting yourself and you're diminishing yourself. So it doesn't make sense. Go do your exam. We believe in you. So just meet us halfway. We believe so much in you. So just believe in yourself too. It's not a big deal. Just put the work discipline, you'll be fine. Not big deal. All right, let's see any other question here. Um, Another thing I'll throw out is I challenge everybody be research driven, be very research driven, meaning don't leave things for fate. Before you ask anyone a question, I challenge you. Quickly check ChatGPT or any of this. Just quickly, you'll be surprised because think and say to yourself, if your manager is asking you to do a task, you're not going to be asking them all the questions around it, right? You want to also look good, show yourself as a professional, put the work and discipline, and you build street credit with your leadership too. So make sure you research before you. Gone are the days we are suffering again, ladies and gentlemen. Our power is in our hands. Just take your phone, the way you check WhatsApp, YouTube, and all that stuff, having fun. Spend 5 minutes. You'll be shocked how much you can get out of it. My daughter is a elite athlete. She does track and field, and she's a state champ. She's traveled and all that stuff. And she was traveling for a trip, and she asked me, "Oh man, I'm tired. I don't know what to pack." I said, "Okay, I can tell you." She said, "I know ChatGPT." I said, "Yes." And guess what? I just put this stuff in ChatGPT and said, "Okay, top things to pack for an athlete, blah blah." Because sometimes you just get tired and say, "Oh, I'm sure I'm gonna forget." And she looked at it and said, "Hey, this was really helpful." Because a lot of things she actually forgot to check. She just, "Oh, okay, got it, got it, got it." And all it took me was a 1 minute click. So use it for everything. You'll be surprised how 1 minute can change everything. So I challenge you. In our community, we challenge you. Go and research a little bit. It will make you stand out. Okay, research, research, research. We're not going to accept mediocrity. We don't do that here, really. If you are ready to work, if you are hungry, we got you. If you are not hungry, chill till when you're hungry. A friend of mine, I said, the way you run is determined by what is chasing you. A friend of mine said, for me, it's a lion and tiger chasing me. Okay, then that means you're hungry, you're ready. That's crazy, right? That's amazing. Somebody else is tortoise chasing them, and that's okay. Just like to take a long time. Hopefully, you not have white beard before then, but it's just the way it is. Sometimes, you know, um, you can't transfer urgency to everyone. Some of us want it so bad. You got to put the work. There's no shortcut in this game. You got to put the work, the discipline, the focus, zoning, disappear for a while, and just be very focused for 6 weeks of your life. I know it will change your life professionally. Let's take another question here. Um, okay, somebody said, I like that. Is it GRC based, Femi, and IT audit? So it's not an IT audit class. However, we have a topic that will cover SOX 404, right? So we're going to cover IT general control, logical access, change management, IT operation, but it's not designed to be an IT audit class, because IT audit class will get into extensive testing of all those IT general controls. We're not going to test a lot of controls around change management, logical access, IT operations. We'll touch it briefly, but we're not going to go into a lot of testing of those controls. There are some classes designed strictly for ITGC. The reason we touch SOX in our class now is some of the GRC roles, third party roles, they put knowledge of socks, SOX. So because of that, we didn't have a choice but to touch it a little bit, So yeah, for those of us that want to specialize in IT audits, I have a very amazing friend of mine. She teaches IT audits. I'm sure some of you know her, Peju. Just check out YouTube, Peju IT audits. I don't remember IT, but she's brilliant. We've known each other for a long time. She's one of the most brilliant minds you can think of. So I can vouch for her product. We used to be in Big Four together, so I know her work ethic. She's exceptionally brilliant. All right, let's see another question. Any other question? And one thing is this, folks, man, it's always a delight to ride with us. I'll tell you one thing for sure. If you're hungry, we're going to work together. We'll put the work, the discipline. Let's just go crazily hungry. I need you to have an option of grab a beer or take this class and you say, I'm going to skip the beer. Somebody's about to stone me and say, are you out of your mind? I'm not going to skip my beer for you. But the point is that I need you to induce hunger. I need you to be hungry. Irrespective of what you want to do, man, you need to be hungry. I need you to want it so badly. Put the work, the discipline, no excuses. Um, just execute. Just do the work. Nothing else. Disappear for 2 months, come back a monster professionally. I guarantee you. If you put the work, just come back a monster professionally. All right. I think we are 3 minutes to 30 minutes. We like to respect time here. And thank you for being part of the community. Keep doing great things. Thanks for sharing your midday with us. And let's make it an amazing 2025. See you all in class on Saturday tomorrow. I don't believe it's already Saturday. I look forward to it, folks. It will be awesome. A rhythm so vibrant, it sets minds alight. Skillweed Academy. All right, that's easy. Just go to the website. Just go to academy.skillweed.com. And once you get there, you would see the course here. This is the course here. And this is it. Just click on it. And you should be good to go. Let me show you again. Just click on the course. Now, somebody asked me about the payment option. You can click on this arrow here. It will give you the option. You can select it. And one thing is, most times also make sure you use the coupon code. I think it's somewhere here. Use the coupon code here and sneak it in there. Yeah, that's it. It's quite straightforward. All right, let's see another question before we bounce. Thank you, everybody. All right. Take care, everybody. God bless. Thank you, Mamos. Thank you. It's an amazing song. Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skillweed Academy, break down the walls. In the heart of Africa, a flame ignites, a rhythm so vibrant, it sets minds alight. Skillweed Academy, where leaders are born. Embrace the tempo, let your